Hello everyone, welcome back to EDDventure episode 9, where today we're going to set up our builder in a mining dimension. As I said last episode, in between episodes I had closed out the pack and installed a mining dimension, multiple actually, because I didn't know which one to do. And the one I have in right now, I'm looking at, it's just called every mining dimension, and these ones come from a different one, and this one I'm not sure on how, but we're gonna go with this one, the every mining dimension. So we're gonna make an overworld one. Can't do the end when you get end stone, which obviously was the end to get. And another mining one, apparently. So we're going to see what these are about. I've also taken out the ender chest from here a minute, because downstairs I've already set my wall of drawers ready to go. So for this, I'm going to put the ender chest like there, put our logic cable there, and an item importer, our card in, and we'll leave our transfer rate at 100,000. Then I'm going to put this there, so that when the items are in there, I'll be able to access them. So if I was to get, because I currently sitting at 9,000 like deep slate sitting in here. If I take all this deep slate out, see, look our storage space now, 2.1 billion. Like, I can put this deep slate in there, and still saying 9,000 odd. But what I do need to do is get upgrades. We take a bunch of void upgrades, and we're gonna put these on the stone drawers, like deep slate, cobble, dirt, gravel, sand, andesite, granite, diorite, gravel. I think I already said that. We'll do those 12 for now, and that should be everything we need to put it on. So what I'll do real quick now, before we actually go and set up this mining dimension, we'll do first is actually we'll craft one first. So we craft this one, so we need 2 iron pickaxes, we need diamond pickaxe, we need to make that. And then for this one, it's the same thing really. We need netherrack as well. Apparently, I'm gonna put our mining dims here. We'll have our overworld one, and it's just a super flat world with no way back apparently. So we can just teleport home. We'll have to teleport home with that to get back from the mining dimension. We could I put waystones in this pack? I did. Awesome. So we can get waystones, and we can put a waystone in the mining dimensions to get back and forth. Our little test hole is emptied. I think. Yep. All in the bedrock, and that's great. So we're gonna go back home. I went over there to pick up the builder and then the chest that was over there. Not just show the hole. fly back over, grab our builder and our chest, and then we're gonna go. I'm gonna disappear for a bit. I'm gonna sort out the drawers, add in all the things that need to be in drawers, and get that done. Upgrade. Hold on a minute. Upgrade. Template. Okay, so we're gonna need that. We'll do diamond upgrades on everything. So I'm gonna make one of these. Grab some drawers out of this. Yes. I'm gonna make a bunch of these. I actually don't know how many I've got down there. I'm unsure on the amount of drawers that I've got downstairs. And we burn them ones. And then we need void upgrades, which I've already done. So in the compacting drawers, there's things like gold, sand, not gold, 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 iron, copper, and all that stuff. So, but these diamond upgrades, especially on these, because we want as many resources as we can. Think I can, shift click. These ones I'm probably gonna do different ones on them. So what I'll do here is I'll disconnect that for now, and I will be back once I've emptied out everything that doesn't need to be in these drawers. So I will be back shortly. So what I've done, I'm still putting all this stuff in here. What I've realized is I should be able to just stage these, and then once they're staged to what should be going in each of them, I should be able to here, and I get draw key and I should be able to do this, and I should lock everything. If I get an item exporter from, that's an energy exporter and an item exporter, I should be able to do this and do export all items. And if I change the transfer rate to 100,000, there we go, look. Awesome. And that's just emptied out the storage of everything that doesn't need to be in there. So now I want to put the item importer back on here, and then I've got the item interface. So currently right now, nothing in, take that cobbled soulstone, cobbled soulstone, that in here as well. Void upgrades. I'm going to put a void upgrade on each of these ones as well. And then everything that doesn't need to be in here. Yep, I think that's everything. Everything that doesn't need to be in here is not in here. And then I can just go item interface, and then I got everything back. Like I've got nuggets versions of everything. Just gonna make crafting things a lot easier as well now. Like iron, I've got blocks of iron as well, which is great. That, to be honest, I didn't think about that. I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to sand it and empty everything out and grab everything that I need bit by bit by bit and do it that way. So I'm going to put one of these upgrades, diamond ones, on each of these ones as well. So it's like 512 stacks of each of these, just so I know I've got the space. So that is everything. So everything is currently stored in. We have space for more if we need it, and that's so nice little. And it'll be exactly the same then when it comes to applied logistics or refined storage, whatever I use. I just change this out to a storage, an external storage or storage bus, depending on which one I use. And yeah, so I need to make a waystone. And waystones are stone bricks. This warpstone, which we need amethyst for. I'm pretty sure I seen amethyst somewhere when I was down mining. That was way deep in the cave systems and everything that I was running around in, so I'm not overly bothered by that right now. This ender book, the only thing I'm missing for this is the end rods, which I need chorus fruit for. Because I need the popped chorus fruit to get to craft end rods. So there's no other way to get popped chorus fruit other than actually having chorus fruit. I need amethyst for this as well, which I don't have. Any other teleport anywhere using EMC 1,000 per block. Master Alchemical requires a colossal star. Oh, that's a lot of crafting. Yeah, that's a lot of crafting. And the arcane one requires final stars, which requires the power flowers. Hang on. This is doable. Charge porter and the advanced charge porter. This comes from RF tools. This is gonna be a way to teleport around. At RF tools, and it's the matter transmitter and receiver. Well, it's just the matter receiver. I need another transmitter. Matter receiver. Yeah, it requires power, but that's not a big deal. I can do this, and what I can do is I can pop this here. I can get an energy exporter. And I can pop that on there. I'm going to name this one home. Now we need a variable card. Put in there. You have power. You need to charge up. And this is going to be our way to teleport back and forth our base. Is it a wireless charger? Flux controller can do it, but it's a bit iffy. A wireless controller? That's awesome. You're charged up. I think Sierra's added a charge porter, so I can just use this now to zip around. I say zip around, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna go into the mining dim. We're gonna put our chunk borders on. Put this there. Take our card out. Now we select our first corner. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chunks. And we select that. Fly back. And then we go boop, and this one, change that to 500 just to get it as deep as we can, and then grab a charge porter in it. Let me zip our way home. That said unlearn, so I want to learn the ender chests. And then we put you back on there. And then we have the cable, exporter, the omnidirectional, and then we need to load this chunk that we're in, which is the queue. Easier to do when you stood in the middle of it, essentially. And then we start going. Have a quick look. There we go. And now that's I should say it's probably gonna say out of energy. It is actually out of energy. Oh yeah, because I put the card in. Your transfer rate should still be like 100,000. And now it's going. You can see it on the map disappearing. And now we're getting all the resources we could ever need. I say ever need, but we will be setting up another one of these once this is done. So we'll probably make another one of these and do it in the Nether, so we can have Nether quartz, ancient debris, and cobalt, and all the other good Nether resources and good stuff like that. So in the mining dim thing, there is this mining dimension, but I don't know how this one is. Grassy gravel, grassy netherite, nether iron ore, netherite ore, quartz, blue orchid ore, emerald ore, compressed diamond ore, obsidian diamond ore. There's some weird ores in this one. Experience ore, magic ore, mystery ore, energized stone. There's no recipe for that, but not entirely sure how this one works. Bring think there's something in there. That's mining gadgets. I'm just looking at the mods a minute. Mining excavation. Mining dimension. So having a look at the actual mod itself. And seeing if it can tell me how to access the dimension itself. Let's go to a website here. Oh, so website's dead, essentially. Using quartz steel on cobblestone portal will bring you to a new dimension. Crossroads of the Nether and Overworld mining dimension. Takes vast amounts of stone to collect ores and materials in an attempt to reclaim the massive dark caverns from the monsters that inhabit them. On what? On cobblestone portal, it says. Let's have a look. So we'll go home. We'll make this quartz and steel deal. Well, then those numbers are going up. It's that thing that makes the system lag out in a sense. Like if I numbers are going up. I'm worried my chests are filling up with stuff. They are. They are filling up. Oh, this is the mining dimension block. Well, was. That's mildly annoying. Item exporter. Variable card. Recharge. So that's mildly annoying that that's doing that. I think I might need to set the priority higher on this. Right, so that's taking everything that's in there out. Okay, so item interface. Let's put this priority at 1000. So now I should turn you back on. Home. And it's still filling up in here. Okay. I know this is loud going back and forth and whatever, but like you should prioritize input into this. That's how priorities work. Like I'm not wrong though, isn't it? That's how the priorities should work. Empty out. stuff that should be in these chests. Well, this should be back through chests. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna have to do then to circumvent this would be getting a logic cable and then having even that down there, that exporter on here, and then putting that on. So I have the storage, but as soon as it comes into the system, it just gets instantly exported to this. Because there's no room for anything else to go into those other than what comes from this. So if I go back home, you back on charge. But it's not exporting it. The target may insert or extract from the network. Yes. Curious to why that's not working. Nope, that doesn't work. So it looks like what's going on is it's like it's fighting with itself. Because it looks like it's taking it looks like what's happening is reading the drawers and extracting from the drawers back into itself. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave it at that for now. Once it's like a lot to do, that is, especially when it comes to crafting. After I'll play around and see what it is that I can do. Let me pop you on there, man. Maybe that. Interesting. But what we're gonna do though is we're gonna take a look at this quartz one. See what this is about a minute, real quick. It says a cobblestone portal. Did I just use cobblestone? Or is it like a nether portal? Do I make a nether portal out of cobblestone for this to work? A fair whack of time AFK. Quite a bit of food in there now. So if I was to come over here and I made essentially a cobblestone nether for the full one, just to be on the safe side. Yes. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie, that seems a bit broken. It's like a nether overworld. Look at all them blazes. It literally is a nether overworld. Need the gas tiers, but I didn't get any. It is quite literally a nether overworld. Blocks of coal. Okay, this is interesting. Compressed diamond ore, which didn't drop anything. It's like the water pools have been replaced with lava pools. A bastion. Okay, this is interesting. This is really interesting. It is literally another. Oh. Hey, I'm not complaining. It's just weird though. Like it's got nether world generation. Nether world generation, but with overworld biomes. Like even glow squid in here. Like what's this? It's a spawner. Quite the renovation. An upgraded monster room, apparently. Some mana seals, some gold, and end pearls. Okay. Creepers as well, like. Holding 5 and multi-bow. This is strange. This is a nether spawner. This is weird. I still don't know what to think of this. It's like the old iron gold ore. Nothing's breaking from it. Nothing's dropping from the stuff. There's nothing dropping from it. Unless there's like a specific tool I gotta use it. Do I need to use a vanilla pick? Do I need to use... I forgot my charge border. Let's grab a vanilla pick from over here. It is technically a vanilla pick, it's just, you know, it's got other stuff on it. This is weird. Nether. Oh. The fact that I spawned in a... Right, so it doesn't recognize a modded pick, like an actual modded pick. Like this isn't count. That's weird. Pretty cool though. Don't get me wrong. Next question is, would I find a stronghold in here? Would I find a deep dark in here? Because it's got lush caves, which is like, you know, newer versions of Minecraft. Is that mystery more? Got me some lapis. Gunpowder. This feels very like I'm meant to be put in a vanilla world, so vanilla players got access to some sort of like mining dimension in which they can mine to their heart's content and I could hear a skeleton shooting, but I couldn't find a skeleton. Okay, so the magic, so the mystery block and the magic block just gives you something random. Well, create stuff for spawn here. Redstone lapis ore. Okay. I just find it weird that like the Tinker's pick doesn't register the Tinker's pick as a pickaxe. To be fair though, you could build, you know, a decent base here, to be honest. It's relatively flat, you know, all things considered. It is pretty much an overworld Nether. Netherworld with generation. That's with a skeleton. What's funny is I've killed multiple wither skeletons and I have not gotten a single skull yet. Doesn't seem to be, like, the loot table just seems to be, you know, the standard fare, like go with nothing special. You're gonna give me a gas, just don't want to give me gas. It's like floating lava. Hey, you finally got me a gas tier. This is, again, I know I keep saying it, this is weird. Another fortress. This is a villager house. Black oaks will take. Take the solar gem. So well it could go. So everything else can be mined with a modded pickaxe except for the actual ores themselves. Hey. It's just weird seeing like pools of water with lava around. So this compressed diamond got me 2 diamonds because this thing is an enchantment thing. It's got nothing special on it. Nether fortress spawn. Look at this, like. Oh, this is that undergroundy bit as well, like. Yeah, this is just strange. It's not well. At least, you know, we can come in here and get, you know, nether ores. It's just weird. Like a bastion, lava pits, grass. You know, and a lush caves biome. Now we have amethyst. which we were looking for. So we're gonna get ourselves back home. And yeah. Put this there. Everything else. What was that then? Was that netherite scrap unlearned? Okay, now we can just get netherite as and when we please. That's crazy. So, realistically now, I shouldn't be all I should be looking at in this chest is ores, essentially. I'm just getting ores in here now. I think after this weird little bit of an exploration on the mining dimensions that we've added, yeah, I think that's going to be a nice little wrapping up point. So I'll try and figure out how to get this to work so we can import and export directly straight out into the storage drawers downstairs without worrying about like recycling on ourselves. But I just had a thought I could just make a separate channel, separate storage system, have one that is just all my mining stuff, and then I can have what needs to be exported into the drawer system that way. I'll have a think, I'll see what I can do. But as always, good afternoon. I hope you enjoyed this episode and weirdness that is that mining dimension. And I will see you next episode. Bye!